Good morning. It's dark. The train just stopped right here. Oh, I have 2 minutes to spare. Shame on me. Why? What are they doing? Look at this crap. So, good morning. Heading out to a customer's house. And they got a hold of me. I think they texted me at like 10 o'clock at night. And I was still up. Come on, dude. Thinking about going over the median right now. With my other truck, I might have. Might just go right over that, but this one, I'm gonna get stuck. Just turn around. This is bothering me right now. Big time, I can't even think. But, the customer had issue with their GFI outlet, GFCI, in their bathroom. He sent me a photo, and they were saying that they didn't want their house to burn down. They're asking for advice, and they're saying, is it okay just to put another GFCI in there? I don't like giving advice over the phone because I'm not there, so I don't know what's going on. Obviously, I'm gonna go there. The box is already open, wires are hanging out. I want to make sure that it's the right size wiring and make sure everything's kosher inside the electrical box. Most likely, this is a newer. I used to live over here, and these houses are probably about 20 years old, 25 years old. They haven't been touched, which is awesome. I like places like this, you know, where it's been untouched. No guy went in there and started putting wire nuts in there, goofing stuff up. But yeah, I really think it's just it could have been a loose connection or just a bad outlet. I'm still gonna go check it out. And then there's another one they said upstairs where they said they shut off the exhaust fan, bathroom exhaust fan, and then the GFCI trips, which leads me to think that's another bad GFCI. Oh yeah. This just reminded me of another job I was on. I don't automatically, you guys might see my videos where I see stuff is burned up and I just change out the outlet every time. There's plenty of times I don't do it. I'll just avoid the whole thing, avoid the whole situation. I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna ask questions. I was working at this one house, finished that job, and the next door neighbor called me over there, and I wanted to go look at it. It was for a pool. Pools have special codes for a reason. And she says, oh, my outlet's burned up. I go over there, and I check it out. And you guys, it's just a regular. This thing wasn't even on a GFCI. It was exterior outlet. It wasn't on a GFCI. And I look at it, and if you guys it's just two prongs and the ground. And it's, you know, it's usually just plastic. When I went there and looked at it, plastic was burned around each terminal. So you just seen the copper exposed. And I was like, holy crap, that's a problem. But obviously, you want to see what's going on. I know pumps, I know pools, they require a 6-foot cord. The cord cannot be 6 foot long. And I don't specialize in pools. It's in the code book. All I know is I was looking for like a 6-foot cord. And this cord was like 20 feet long, 25 feet long. And I'm like, this is not right. This is why it burned up. And I looked at it some more. Now I'm thinking about it, I wish I never touched it. They had number 10 wires going to the 15 amp receptacle, and then they had a 30 amp breaker on it, and then they put a cord on that 20 foot 25 foot extension cord, whatever they had. It wasn't an extension cord, it was the right cord, it looked like. But and they're like, can you just swap the outlet out? I'm like, no. No, I cannot. I'm like, it's gonna happen again. Thinking to myself, you got lucky, you know? Good thing that these things are rated for this, but it could be it could be something else that burns up next time. The house could be burning up. And there was another time where I get a call on the phone. I wouldn't say same scenario, but it was a pool. But I think it was one of those cheaper ones. And before I even knew that, a customer calls me and they're just saying their outlet burned up in the back. And I'm asking, I'm like, what's going on with it? Blah, blah, blah. Then they told me that they plugged their pool in there. And I'm like, we run an extension cord, blah, blah, blah. They're like, yeah. I'm thinking to myself, it's probably one of those orange extension cords. That's 14 gauge wire. They're probably running a 25 footer or 50 footer. And I know the problem is probably just the outlet. But I know it's not worth it. All I know is if I change that outlet out, they're going to plug that pool back in. And then they're going to have the same issue again. And then if something should happen, it's on me. So I tell them, like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I can't do that. You gotta learn to walk away from stuff. I don't want to make an insurance claim for something stupid. You know, and then I'm like, have them call somebody else. Let them go do that. Let them have that liability. That's crazy. But yeah, it's enough of that.
You're gonna get attacked. There's gonna be an incident.
So furry.
There's 3 of them.
Okay, so it's upstairs?
Yes.
Both of them?
Yes.
Okay.
There's 3 cats out there.
Awesome.
It could happen.
Okay.
That looks bad.
Okay, so this is a 15 amp GFCI, okay?
Alright, I'm gonna pretend to know what that means and be like,
Okay.
oh, okay.
This one. Was this the one you guys are going to put on?
We bought that. I don't know if it's the right one or not.
So you see the blade to the side?
Yes.
This is a 20 amp receptacle.
Okay.
I mean, 20 amp GFCI. Right now, I can tell this is 14 gauge wire. So you wouldn't be able to put a 20 amp on 14 gauge wire. But if this was 12 gauge wire, you could do the reverse. You could still put a 15 amp on 12 gauge wire because that's meant for 20. I mean, you could put the 15 amp on if it's 12 gauge. You just can't do the opposite.
Okay.
Can't do the opposite.
So I can't use that other one.
Yeah, this is pretty gnarly. What do you guys have plugged in? Do you guys plug anything in here or just?
Yes. Oh yes, I had this plugged in, and there was a hairdryer and a flat iron. I had this plugged into here, and then a flat iron and a hairdryer.
I'm not a big fan.
Oh, this?
I'm not a big fan of those. If anything, throw that thing out, and then
Done?
that's you could always try to. I mean, if are you doing that on purpose because you're running out of room to actually plug it in, or?
Yes, because I had that over here, and then my son's this was over there. So I had 3 things in there.
I'm not a big fan of those 3 ways or whatever. 2 ways, 3 ways. You could I would just prefer you to take it out, change the plugs around every time. Do you run the flat iron and the hair dryer at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's go
Well,
do you have the Is this off? It's live. He did this live?
No, last night he had it all off. When
Okay.
Use the flashlight to look in here, and then so everyone could get ready in the morning. We turned the electricity back on and taped it.
Okay. So he did it dead then. Okay. Let's go.
Turn the electricity on.
Yeah, I want to see what breaker it's on. How am I gonna trace this? Because I don't feel like turning off half the house. Trying to find this.
Turned the electricity off yesterday. It just turned off the electricity in the hallway. It hit this bathroom, this hallway, and this bedroom, and everything else was lit. Up here.
Okay. It's fine. I don't want to try. Here. Little cheater. We'll get this going.
Once again, sir, isn't it time to wake up?
Okay. Here we go. Open ground, because obviously we're not touching the metal, and that's why it's not grounded. Okay, let's go to the panel.
Alright.
Panel GFCI. This thing gives off false readings. Bath, that's it. When you brought up how you run the two things at once,
Yeah.
that's probably putting a lot of strain on that outlet. To tell you the truth, those are, has that ever tripped the breaker?
Nope.
It hasn't. Okay, so probably not drawing enough to trip it then. Because I've had it where I was working on these outlets on a kitchen counter, and the guy had the toaster plugged in the same outlet as the microwave, which caused it to burn up. So I had him split it. I'm like, plug, okay, so I found the two circuits that are on the kitchen counter. I had him plug you microwave in one and then the toaster in the other one.
So we're overloading the circuit is what
Well, it's not necessarily, I just...
Doesn't look good, that's for sure.
It just could be a bad outlet.
Well,
but
the bathroom in
you know
the
what?
next bedroom over, my husband says it keeps tripping, and it's never done it before, but this last week it keeps tripping every single time he turns the light and the fan on.
Okay. So that's power's off. Is that power off over there too? In that bathroom?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Good, good. Take a photo. Could you, or are you able to get that thing to trip? That other GFI right now?
I don't know, I'll try, for sure.
Because, I mean, hopefully it does, because I want to see the issue.
Okay.
That's the problem. Half the time, when people explain stuff, and then all I can do is guess if I don't see the issue.
Okay.
And of course, if I guess, doesn't mean I'm going to fix the issue, because I can't see it, and all I can do is assume. Get all this crap out of here.
Hi there. Hello. Real quick, he's here. He wants to know about the bathroom. When is it tripping? How do I make it trip for him to see?
Get some garbage out of there.
Okay, I'll try to make it work so we can see it. Thank you, bye. Okay, hold on.
I hate when they fill those things up with mud. I really do. All cleaned out. Okay, so the box is grounded, but I still want to add a ground to my outlet. I'm gonna trim some of this garbage off. Things all burned up. I try to go back to the point where it's not burned. Okay. Come on. There we go. Trim this off. That's good. I always like to, a lot of people like to paint these, or the painter originally, so I like to score it up, get the paint off, so I got a nice ground connection. Or, there's a sandpaper, or whatever, Scotch-Brite. Nice and shiny. Make sure you're in all the way. Good. I always take this off. This is if you're loading another outlet. Which we're not. Snug it up. I can't see. Yeah, load. Snug. Snug. You know, always like to hook up the ground first, then the neutral, then the hot. This is what happens when stuff gets hot. The insulation will want to come off. Okay, so that's good. Wrong side. Good. Then they're hot. Good. Just tape on it. Stick it back in the hole. I just want to make sure that the screws don't ram a wire. Turn the power back on. Before I do this, I'll check this other GFI out. Okay, so that's the new outlet right there. Actually, I'm gonna find this other one real quick. Oh, gotta turn it on first. It should be one of the bathrooms. Hall bath. I think it's a master bath. I don't know. Then garage, that's not right. Number 16, master. Sounds good to me. Turn this one back on. Ugh. Just ground the device to the box, nothing too crazy. Okay, no power. We're gonna turn it on. Good. So that's good. That's good. Trip it. That tripped.
That's good. Okay. Oh, tighten that.
It was an old outlet.
It looks to be 14 gauge. They have the wrong outlet on this. Oh, should probably check for. Kind of late now. Should check this thing is dead, which it is. I should even the wires up, but I'm not. We'll leave them longer, just in case, for future. Probably stripping these too long. Two neutrals. Too long. Back hurts. Bending over. There we go. So that's in all the way. That's in all the way. Get the pigtails going. You really should pigtail every time. I used to deal with the commercial outlets, so we really don't have to worry about those burning up. I guess everything burns up, but it's not like you're backstabbing outlets, though. It's a whole nother animal. Come on. this one back too. Good. Now, where's our ground at? It's back there. So the easiest way to do it would be going to that when we ground it. Same thing. I'm gonna clean it up because there's paint on it. I want awesome connections. Clean it as best I can. You're already going above and beyond when you're cleaning this stuff because no one does this. This handyman is taking Scotch Brite to these copper wires. I start carrying extra wire. A book bag. Wasting these. These aren't cheap. Tight. Well, these are all tamper-proof too. Take this off. Where's that box of garbage? Tight. Tight. Let me just let you guys know too. Do not take these screws out. You will end up ruining the GFI. Because the way they have it so you don't take them out. When you take it out, you can strip it internally. Then you have issues. And these things are like $20, $20, $25 each. They're not cheap. Not cheap. So we're going to ground this. Nope. It's 12 gauge ground. It's a big ground. Get in there. neutral. And yes, the power's off. But you should always treat like everything's hot. That's how I treat it. Because you never know. The light screw is neutral. Yeah, see there's a little curve to that. You want to have it, you want to make sure it's straight. Or straighten off. Good. Up. When you're taping this stuff, you don't want to really stretch the tape out because it's going to come right off. Over time. Oh man, I can't rip it. Man, I'm falling apart. Over time, wait, you don't want to rip it like this. And then it's just going to flag. I usually try to you see how I'll take it stretched? Go like this. But yeah, if you put it too tight, the tape will actually come off the outlet. Okay, let's get back and double check our connections good. Double check our connections good. Shut the ground on the box. Make sure the wires are clear from the screws. Good. good. Plug this in. That's good. Good. Trip it. Good. And that's a wrap.